Hello guys, it's Aishwarjay with a quick update video on my rig. So I forgot to mention certain things, and some people have been having texture issues due to their lower versions of Cinema 4D. So I didn't know about this, sorry, but I'll do a quick, I'll try and get the update out by this weekend. It's going to be a free update because it's a minor update, and I'm going to continue trying to update the rig. And yeah, so let's get started. Oh yeah, and you can skip ahead in the video. Links are down in the description to skip ahead to whatever point you want to. Okay, so the first bug that people have been getting bugged about is the eye textures. They turn black, and this is due to the new R17 or 16, I don't know which one it is, new reflection mapping method. So how we fix this is we need to go into the layers, and then you need to, let me zoom in here. So go into layers here, and then you have to enable this. So you click on this, and some people don't even know how to use layers. It's crazy. Anyway, so now the eyes have a reflection map, and I think certain things here. Okay, eyes and the pupils. So you select all the pupils, or you can even select all of this here, and then you just turn off reflect. And so you can add your own reflectance map if you know how to in previous versions of R16, but R17 there's no bug with this, so it's fine. So yeah, that's how you fix that. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is people have been reporting missing plugins. The thing about that is I don't have any plugins that you need to download, so it's all inbuilt in Cinema 4D already. So you need to have the full version of Cinema 4D to run this rig. So how you check if you have the full version is you go here and you click About Cinema 4D. And it should pop up here. So I have 17 Studio, so you can't use Broadcast, you can't use whatever, Body Paint, whatever the other ones are, Visual. You need to have Studio because yeah, it has a lot of components and rigging components and everything. So yeah, another plugin is the annotation plugin. So this has been added a little later on in Cinema 4D, so some people don't have this plugin. So it's not an important tag, it doesn't do anything, it's just an information thing, learn how to use the rig, blah blah blah. So it's fine if you don't have it, so yeah. Okay, so the next thing I want to go through is the surface weighting. So I didn't go through this, I forgot to in the tutorial, so I'll go through this now, and I'll also clear up some things about how to add objects to the rig. So yeah, let's get started. So say I want to add a cube to the rig, say a pocket or something to the mesh, like say to the wrist or whatever. You can do it really easily. So all you have to do is name the object A dot. So that basically turns it into add-on. So A dot represents add-on. So and it makes it a lot easier to manage your add-ons, the rig and stuff. So yeah, let's do this. So the cube, name it A dot, like that. So A dot, and now you can basically search by typing A dot here, and you can like drag it into wherever you want. So right now I have it positioned on the body, so I want it to be positioned on the body. So I just drag the A dot cube onto the A dot body. Now it should attach itself. Okay, so once the cube is added, if I subdivide the mesh here, you can see the cube is all curved up and stuff. So how we fix that is we need to map out the subdivision strength with the surface map. So there are two ways of doing this. So let's move this cube out here, and let's make it editable, and let's go into edge mode. So actually let me first extrude it a little, so you can like have an idea of how an extruded or cube with some extrusions work, or well, something with extrusions or something with mapping or whatever. So let's extrude this out. So make sure you have a maximum angle of 91. Extrude it out. Well, it depends on what you're trying to get. Anyway, so let's go into edge mode now, which is this one right here, and select everything. You can go select all, which is somewhere here, select all, and then you need to go into your live select tool. So this one, I don't know why it's located there, but the subdivision surface weight is set up in here. So now we can set what subdivision strength we want it at. So by default I have my rig set up at 80. So if I set it at 80, now you can see it's all it's made all smooth now. Like it's not yeah, too curved. So you can set it at 100 and it'll be very sharp, and 0 is nothing. So it's like, yeah, you can even go into negatives. So let's set it at 80 here. Actually at 0, because I want to show you how to the second way of doing this. So the second way is it takes a little longer, but it'll give you a different effect when you are surface weighting. Deforming the mesh. So you can either select all the edges like this and then add it. So all the edges, and then mess around with it and make sure you get it right. And you add it. So now it's all curved. As you can see over here, we missed a few. So you just have to select all the edges of the thing, and then yeah, you just map it out like this. And yeah, you can even do it like that. So what this does, it allows you to like move parts out, and it'll be smoother along the edges and stuff. It's something you'll have to test out for yourself to fully understand, but yeah. So that's what this does. Okay, so say you don't want to see subdivides at all, you just want to turn it off for the object. Then you click on your subdivision surface weight, and then you click change subdivisions, and you change this to 0. So now it's not going to get affected by the subdivisions of the body. And yeah, so if you render it out, it's not going to have any subdivides. You can even just turn it on for the render if you like. And yeah, so it just reduces lag, and it's yeah, it's quite cool. So that's how you do surface weighting. You can apply this to all the objects you add to the rig and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so the next thing I want to go over is the beard. I forgot to mention certain aspects about it. So it's an FFD beard, so it's very customizable. So let me go through some of the things. So keep in mind you have to extrude it, otherwise they're going to be mesh intersections and stuff. So let's go through customizing beard. So basically you can delete whatever you don't want in it. So first delete it. So say you just don't want that portion, and then you just want like a beard like this. You go ahead. Very customizable. Let's what am I doing? Alright, delete that, delete this. Alright, so now let's extrude it. So now next thing is extrusions. So set your extrusions at 91, and then extrude it out to whatever you like. Whoa, I forgot a portion here. Alright, let's extrude it, extrude whatever. Okay, so now if you see, let me subdivide here, and then we need to, oh yeah, last thing is we need to use that same surface weighting technique. So going to select all the edges, go into live select and set it up like this, and 80, so that's the default. And now it's all set up, and yeah, that's a weird looking beard, but yeah. So now we move it around, and you can see the beard adapts. So you have to be a little careful with what you're doing. I mean, I can't be perfect with the rig, but yeah, it works quite well. So yeah, that's that. You can even extrude downwards, and then add the what do you call it? The dynamics, yeah, to it. So extrude downwards and extrude downwards, and then now it's looking a little better. So now add the dynamics, beard dynamics, and now it should have the dynamics all set up. So yeah, that's how you use my beard. Okay, so the next thing I want to go over is an upcoming update. So it's adding a new folder to the rig. So it's called the effects folder. It contains new effects that I'm working on. So I moved the teleport effects and stuff from the assets into here. So I'm still working on it. So as you can see, it has no previews and everything, but I'm going to show it off anyway. So for example, it has like this blast, which is basically the teleport effect, but I kind of organized this in a better way now. So you can even have the teleport effect here, which has both of them. But this blast can be used for whatever you want, so you can be very creative with it. And now it comes with better user data, so you can like change the colors very easily. So if I render it out, it has a really cool render to it now. It glows and everything, and you can set the frame, you can hide the particles. So I'm improving the user data for this, and it's really easy to like just change the color, render. Looks really cool. And then we got blood splash. So keep in mind the blood splashes can be used for everything, well, a lot of things. So you can even change it to like water splash or something, so it's meant for that. So I should just change the name from blood splash or something else. So yeah, keep in mind you can do a lot of things with that effector here. Then we have the torch, nothing improved there. Actually I improved it in the, when I updated the rig to V9. So then we have some other effects like electric, some electric effects, fire effects, flash effects. So I'm working on all of these. They all have user data. So electric. So this one right here is actually, let me go through this one first. So this one is a effect you would add to something that would continuously spark and stuff. So you can add it to a character that has a lot of power or something, like a Super Saiyan or something, I don't know. And then you can always change the color, so green. And then there's this thing called set. So it automatically, what it does is it automatically lasts the entire timeline, so it'll go for 90 frames, and if you wanted to stop at a certain point you need to click on set. So you set it, and then set it to, like, say you wanted to start from frame 80 and then end at frame say 200, you can do that as well. So auto, and then it'll just go for the frame timeline, so you don't need to worry about all that stuff. And then the next type of effect is we have this effect. I'm going to rename them, so don't worry. So this effect really lasts one time. So this effect was using the teleport effect. So you basically set the time you want it to go off. So if you want to set it at 19, you just put it at 19, and then as you can see it's going off at 19. And you can reverse the effect. So now it looks like it's reversed. Yeah, it's reversed. So you can set the speed as well. And yeah, then we have this flash slash. So these are used like for, say, sword effects and stuff, and it also has certain user data to it. So yeah, there we go. So what else do we have in here? Like the same effect of the teleporter, which is like that. Then I got a grass, which I think I might improve a little more, but yeah, it's like moving grass. Then we have the fire here, which I put, and then we have this new smoke effector. You can use it, say, for smoke, of course, smoke or whatever you like. Be creative. And then we have spiral and wind particles. Oh yeah, forgot about this. So if we, as you can see, it's got like some particles to it. So it's got like a cool effect here. You can change all the things as it also has that auto set thing where it sets the time to extend to the period of the preview timeline. So let's grab through here. So if you now render this out, let me quickly render this out. Oh, slow motion. So actually I can just show you this render right here. So as you can see, it's got like these cool dust particles. You can always edit that, and then it got these leaves and stuff. So yeah, you can always edit it. It has some wind effectors and stuff in it, so you can always add things to it and whatever. So yeah, so this is a preview of what I'm working on, and I'm also adding hairs. So as you can see, I added a ponytail. So this was a ponytail I used in Gladiator. So I remodeled the character for V9. So it's got effects on it, I mean dynamics and stuff. It's improved. Yeah, really cool. I like it a lot. So I'm working on other hair presets, and what else am I working on? And that's about it for now. I'm gonna add some swords and stuff and shields, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, so people who bought the rig will get the free update, and people who haven't and they pirated, they too bad. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on the rig. I'm gonna try my best to keep updating it, and yeah, and bye.